What's happening? What's happening? What's going on, man? What a fight. What a fight, man. Jesus. Ooh, man, what a fight. Man, what a great night of boxing, y'all. What's up? It's Pool kind of boxing coming at you. You know what I'm saying? With another great night of boxing, bro. Man, the undercards were live, bro. Um, that Ramirez versus Moraga. That was an excellent fight. Moraga was the older fighter. Ramirez was the younger fighter. Ramirez came in and man, it was an excellent fight. Yeah, man. I don't know. Cruz didn't get robbed, bro. He got beat, bro. But he did put in a good effort. You know what I'm saying? Cruz, he did better than we expected. I had it like 8-4. You know what I'm saying? Cruz, you know what I'm saying? He did well in spots, especially at the beginning when he had Tank against the ropes, when he could get those little pressing times in, you know what I'm saying? He had his moments. But overall, you saw the boxing skills of Gervonta Tank Davis come into play. You could tell Tank was the superior, fighter. And, Cruz were limited, you know what I'm saying? I mean, he did what he could do. He was banging Tank to the body at times, but when Tank took over, he just took over. And when he wanted to, but mostly I think what it was for Tank was he didn't want to get banged in the head, and that's why his trainer was telling him to watch his dome. You know what I'm saying? But man, Pitbull Cruz, he is a game fighter, bro. You know what I'm saying? He's just limited by his stature, but no fear. He went in there fearless. He went straight to Tank. You know what I'm saying? And but you could tell when Tank really, engaged and really just stood his ground. You know what I'm saying? Pitbull wasn't. You know what I'm saying? He was backing up, and Tank was like really just the hand speed. He just put on a display. That's where he hurt his hand by bouncing it on top of Cruz's head. And you could tell. I believe Tank would have got him out of there if he wouldn't have hurt his hand because Tank started doing his walk down thing. And once Tank stopped walking you down and start standing his ground, you could see it was a whole different fight. You saw Pitbull backing up, even though Pitbull was still trying to apply pressure, but Tank just quicker hand speeds, body placement. You know what I'm saying? Until he hurt his hand in the fight, you could tell at that moment, I think it was probably around 9 or 10, where Tank hurt his hand. And I mean, you can argue a 7-5 fight. You give Cruz 5 rounds, but clearly Tank won. You know what I'm saying? But when you the star fighter and it's the pressure is on Tank Davis to perform, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It was up to Tank to try to keep up his knockout streak, but Pitbull Cruz was on a winning fight streak too. He had 11 straight wins for himself. So, you know what I'm saying? He ain't no slouch. I would love to see this fight again. You know what I'm saying? I think because of because of Tank star status, you know what I'm saying, and he's supposed to be an elite fighter. I think that he owed Pitbull Cruz another fight. I would love to see it again. And a lot of roughhouse tactics going on in this. But when you fighting a fighter who don't care, like Sean Porter or Pitbull Cruz, who will use their head and grab and try to get you out your game. You know what I'm saying? One thing I've seen in this fight, what impressed me was the versatility of Tank Davis and his composure. You know what I'm saying? Even though he was getting a little upset with you know, Cruz grabbing and, hitting and trying to grab type tactics, you know what I'm saying, and going up under him and things like that. He was getting a little frustrated. But that was their game plan, was to get into Tank Davis' head so he'll make a mistake and Cruz would nail him. And but that was his chance to get Gervonta Tank Davis, you know what I'm saying, to rattle him, to keep him out his head, keep him off his game plan, and hopefully he would make a big mistake. But Cruz put in work, man. I was really impressed by Pitbull Cruz. I was impressed with Pitbull Cruz before this because I seen his fights. I knew what kind of fighter he was. He's just limited by his stature, and I thought Tank just showed some beautiful versatility. He can bang, he can you know what I'm saying, he could slip. You know what I'm saying? If he didn't want Pitbull Cruz to touch him, he could have done that too. But he knows his reputation. You know, he has to be an exciting fighter, which is the problem when you become a star because you have to perform, and the pressure is on you to perform. And then when Tank picked it up, you could see immediately that Cruz wasn't in his class. You know what I'm saying? You know, he was just, Pitbull didn't know what to do when Tank started coming forward on him, which is what you got to do to pressure fighters. You put the pressure fighters on their back foot. You didn't see any action. For the fighters, for the people who say that Cruz got robbed. Come on, bro. You've been watching boxing long enough. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I know you guys are trolling out there, but come on. You've been watching boxing long enough to know that this was not a robbery, bro. This was nowhere near a robbery. So, you know, Tank, you know what I'm saying? He hurt his hand in the fight. And, but I want to talk about, also want to talk about, what's that guy name who fought Derevyanchenko tonight? Man, that was an excellent fight too, man. That Marga fight was good. Marga just couldn't keep up the pace. Ramirez too young, too strong, and he was just tattooing him the whole fight. Marga was getting in some good body punches, and you know what I'm saying. I think that the score was 99-90 in favor of Ramirez, but Ramirez put in some good work. Um, and the Derevyanchenko and Carlos Adama fight. That was a good fight too. Man, Derevyanchenko is a beast, but he's on the downside. I think he's like 36. But Carlos Adamas was boxing beautifully until the second half, when we all know that's when Derevyanchenko comes on strong, man. And man, just a lot of good. Adamas was just hitting him with some really good bombs and punches and just slipping out of there beautifully. But in the second half, Chico turned it on and started getting on the inside, man. And some beautiful inside fighting from Derevyanchenko. But getting back to Gervonta Davis, bro. I mean, shit. I mean, that was a 8-5, 7-5. I wouldn't argue with 7-5. You know what I'm saying? I think Cruz is a wonderful fighter, but he's just very limited into what he can do. He can't, you know what I'm saying? Now in the center of the ring, I think Ronald Cruz, you know what I'm saying, he did do some good work, you know what I'm saying, in the middle of the ring, you know what I mean? But for the most part, the action was dominated by Gervonta Davis, who had the more clean and the more efficient punches in the fight. Now, you could see Tank's corner, there was instructing him. He looked like he had about two coaches in his ear, you know what I'm saying? Calvin and Barry. They were, really, telling him, you know what I'm saying, when to go inside and bully, uh, Isaac Pitbull Cruz. And, I was impressed. I think it was like around 7 when Tank came out and he didn't move backwards, because when Tank moved backwards in this fight, that's when Isaac Cruz, felt like he could get his offense off. But I noticed that a lot of the Mexican fighters are using the same pressuring techniques. You saw it with Jojo Diaz, you know what I'm saying, versus Devin Haney, this walk you down pressure style, trying to get you back up against the ropes, and then go to the body type stuff. And you saw it again with Isaac Pitbull Cruz, who was backing up Tank, but then Tank just got to the point where he didn't want to be his back to touch the ropes anymore, and those looping right hooks wasn't working anymore. And he got in some every now and then, but it wasn't as prominent as he did in round one. Um, one, one and two, he was really getting in some really forceful body shots on Tank Davis, man. Tank Davis was just taking them shits. You know what I'm saying? I was like, God damn, you know what I'm saying? Cruz is really, really, you know what I'm saying? He really got a good left hook to the body, bro. I mean, right hook to the body, man. And, you know, at times, they got tangled up and, but Tank, he adjusted, what I'm saying? Start meeting him in the middle of the ring and going to the body himself and using straight straight jabs and started boxing more. And that's when Cruz, you could see, what I'm saying, he couldn't get inside the way he wanted to, by ducking down. He did a lot of dipping and head movement to get in on the inside. But of course we know that Tank Davis like to collect the data. You know what I'm saying? When he collects that data, what I'm saying, he may lose round one, two, but then three, he start picking it up and start, putting in some shots because he was, Tank. Let's just keep it up 100, man. Tank was landing some beautiful right hooks on the top of on Pitbull head, man, and his jaw. You know what I'm saying? That guy, one thing we can say is Pitbull Cruz, he has a chin, man. He definitely has a chin. Um, I thought the fight was very exciting. You know, Pitbull Cruz, he's only what, 5'4", and to be 5'4" with a 63-inch reach, that was a wonderful, wonderful effort for him. And what I'm saying, he did better than great because when he realized that Tank Davis' hand was hurt, man, Pitbull went in, what I'm saying. He knew something was wrong because Tank wasn't using his left hand. And but Tank had already made the adjustment by then to box and to pivot. And Tank got caught on a few of those pivots from Isaac Pitbull Cruz, but he is such an athlete, bro. You know what I'm saying? He is so fast. He is so quick. You know what I'm saying? That the speed of Gervonta Davis was just enough in some of the pressure. When Pitbull would get him in a corner, and sometimes Tank would just use his feints to feint his way out the corner. Is what I mean by Gervonta. Just having being such an athlete, and I'm talking, man. What a beautiful, beautiful display of versatility. Um, you know, with Pitbull being 5'4", did you see when Tank slipped? He slipped a left hook by Isaac Pitbull Cruz so smooth and got out the corner. And I was like, look at Tank, man. Look at Tank. Tank is say he's a jack of all trades. Sometimes he would sometimes he would jab, sometimes he would hit him with a hook, But he was very economical, at times until when he wanted to take that round. And he's very tactical. Um I was just impressed by this performance. Even though he didn't get the knockout, I thought that Tank Davis mind, just watching his mind work, how he could pick Isaac Pitbull Cruz apart. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I think if Tank just would have boxed, he could have made it a clinic. But of course, he has the pressure of um, putting on a show, and that could get you knocked out. But what I'm saying, hey, we have to celebrate Isaac Pitbull Cruz. I would like them to run it back, but who knows what Floyd got for Tank? You know what I'm saying, for the future? Who knows what the hell Tank gonna do? You know what I'm saying? Hopefully he fights George Kambosos. I would love to see that fight. You know what I'm saying? Even though they don't want to see any black fighter get that undisputed title. You know what I'm saying? Because that's gonna be hard for that's going to be if Tank get the undisputed title. I mean, if he beats George Kambosos, you know what I'm saying, that's going to be a good matchup. That's going to set up the whole atmosphere for Devin Haney versus Tank, and that's going to be more of an interesting matchup. See, the two best lightweights. You know what I'm saying? Go in there and fight it out. Um, at this point, I don't know. I don't know who would win that fight out of Devin versus Tank. But given tonight's performance, you've seen a lot of versatility. Man, that Pitbull Cruz, he has a lot of heart, bro, and he had like no emotions on his face. You know what I'm saying? He took some hellacious punches from Tank Davis. Tank Davis gave him some tremendous, shots to the body, uppercuts, um, you know, and he persevered through the whole thing. Usually when Tank hit, some of his opponents with shots like that, man, they're done. It's a wrap. You know what I'm saying? But you know, we have to say kudos, what I'm saying, to Isaac Pitbull Cruz. What I'm saying? I was tripping when he went up there and like he won the fight. Um, obviously he didn't win the fight, you know what I'm saying? It's like, but the announcers, they was kind of like trying to play it like maybe Pitbull Cruz. I thought Pitbull Cruz won that last round, you know what I'm saying? That was kind of like a swing round, that last round, where Tank was just kind of like dodging, trying not to engage. And I thought Cruz did enough to win the last round, but I don't think he won enough rounds in the fight to really beat Tank Davis. And you know, Tank, he just kind of, just I don't know, he just seemed like he was just kind of like cruising until he hurt his hand. And when he put on the pressure, I thought, he was gonna like really try to press the action to get Isaac Pitbull Cruz out of there. And Cruz, you could tell that by his body reaction, what I'm saying, he wasn't really feeling it, what I'm saying, because Tank, when he stopped moving forward, Pitbull Cruz, he wasn't doing his thing, Um, I think at one point they banged it out a little bit, but Tank hand speed was a little bit too much for he had Pitbull Cruz kind of hesitating, you know what I'm saying? Because he realized that just he couldn't jab with he couldn't box with Tank. So, you know what I'm saying? So like I said, it was I don't think it was as close as the announcers tried to make it, but what I'm saying, it's not so much as what uh Cruz was doing as much as what Gervonta Tank Davis wasn't doing. And that was coming forward and, what I'm saying, landing accurate uppercuts, which he did a few times, but you can tell he was the dominant fighter. And you could tell that when he laid back and let Cruz come forward and, with catching him at times, you know what I'm saying? It was just a very economical performance. Very, very, I'm going to say, I ain't going to say, yeah, you can say it was a dominant performance by Tank, but, so he could have done more, you know what I'm saying? Right up until the point where he hurt his hand. I had said that the fight was going to be a knockout for Tank in round one, giving Pitbull Cruz style, coming forward, leaning over, you know what I'm saying? And I think Calvin, his coach, said at one point in the fight, he said that he's leaning over his front leg. And I was like, that's why I thought it would end in round one. If you go back and look at my videos, you'll see where I said that, you know what I'm saying, he leans over and Tank would probably catch him, being an uppercut expert. But man, did you see the power of Tank, man? This dude is, I'm telling you, Isaac he's a beast, bro. Because Tank was just, I think the problem was Tank wasn't landing as accurate, you know what I'm saying, as he usually do. And usually he puts it right there on your jawline. Usually that's what it is, bro. Look, usually you're just done, because he's so accurate, like he did Leo Santa Cruz. And He hit Leo Santa Cruz so damn perfect. You know what I'm saying? I bet they fell it up in the heavens. But what do you know what I'm saying? You guys, what do you guys think out there? Um, you know what I'm saying? Anybody, let me see, let me put a link in the chat and let me see if anybody wants to come up and talk a little boxing. But you can see once again that Floyd Mayweather, you know what I'm saying, he always got to be a part of the show. They yelling stuff from the side, distracting Tank. And that's gonna hurt Tank in the future. One of his fights, because he be listening and then he looks over at Mayweather and he looks over at his corner when they screaming things at him. That's gonna hurt him against somebody with some power. And but I would love to see this fight, what I'm saying, run backwards. I think Earl Spence Jr. he tweeted during the fight, he said he was rolling with Tank. And what I'm saying, Tank and Earl Spence Jr., what I'm saying, they're friends. And what I'm saying, it's good to see, other fighters, what I'm saying, supporting the fight. I don't know if they didn't see, I don't think Earl Spence Jr. was at the fight. But what I'm saying, that's good to see they're stable at the PBC, what I'm saying. Well, Tank, I don't think Tank is part of PBC. Is no, he's with Mayweather, but they're friends anyway. He always supported Tank, and you know. But that was a good night of boxing. I got to see Carlos Adames. What I'm saying, finally got a good look at him, and what I'm saying, that dude is he's gonna be a star. What I'm saying. He just got to pick up. He's got to pick up on the second half. He starts to fade, but man, you got to get through that arsenal to even get to the second half. And but great night of boxing, guys. I'm talking, man, Tank is a star. Looked like he got some new tattoos. He looked like he had a rose or something in his chest, and it was just weird because usually, Mexican fighters get the tattoos. What's going on, Callum Vary? Every every saying Tank law, every saying Tank lost. Watch the fight on mute. No commentary bias was always going to be a difficult fight. Rowley got pulled out, meaning a change in Tank's camp. Good performance. He got the win. That's a great assessment, Callum Vary. There's a link right there if you want to come up. That was yeah. Everyone. Yeah. Yeah. It's going to be a difficult fight. Rowley got put that many. Yeah. Yeah. Well, Tank, what I'm saying? I mean, you could see the versatility in his fight game, bro. I mean, the boxing, if he wanted to box, man, I don't think Isaac Cruz wouldn't even have that much success. What I'm saying? Because Tank movement and the way he slipped punches, what I'm saying? It was this beautiful thing to watch. His reflexes, what I'm saying? The way he froze Cruz when he wanted to get active. Um, what I'm saying? I don't think the fight was as he took some body shots. He took a lot of body shots, what I'm saying? But I think that was him trying to download the data because he thought he was gonna just knock him out. And you can't always get the knockout. What I'm saying? You can't knock everybody out, what I'm saying? And as great as we think these fighters are, and we are fans, you can't some people just can't be knocked out, bro. You know what I'm saying? What was that guy named back in the 50s? I think it was the 60s. I think it was Jake LaMotta, you know what I'm saying, versus Sugar Ray Robinson. Sugar Ray Robinson was destroying Jake LaMotta, man, but Jake LaMotta never went down, bro. You know what I'm saying? He was just too tough. And, Tank is going to run cross, because now he's stepping up the competition that he's fighting. And that's good for Tank. It's good that he had a fight like this because it shows you that you can't knock out. Everybody, bro. Everybody is not gonna just lay down for you. You know what I'm saying? Even I don't care how great you are. Pitbull Cruz, he was not intimidated, bro. He wanted that smoke. You know what I'm saying? He definitely wanted that smoke. And I think Tank, I don't think he was intimidated or nothing. He just kind of cruised on talent tonight. A lot of talent. And I could see I can see his boxing skills um, just improving. You know what I'm saying? Didn't you see the double jabs? You know what I'm saying? The hook off the jab was a beautiful thing to watch, man. He was like, and they was sizzling fast. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he was throwing that straight that straight left, and then that right he'll turn it into a hook. I was like, wow. And then he would turn and pivot on Isaac Pitbull Cruz. One time he tripped um, Tank in the fight, and the guy was very awkward. The guy, that was another thing that I think that kind of hindered Tank. What I'm saying, from doing even more than what he did, was that the guy was super awkward, and when you lead with your head to go in for those body shots the way Isaac Pitbull Cruz did, it was you got to be careful, and that's why Calvin was telling Tank to take care of my dome, because when you have fighters that like Pitbull Cruz who come in for the kill, and he was coming in for the kill. What I'm saying? I think he won the first round, maybe the second round too. And but after that, Tank stopped picking it up. Um, you got to watch out for his head. You got to watch out for, what I'm saying, because if you watch the if you watch Pitbull Cruz versus Vargas, Francisco Vargas fight, you'll see Pitbull Cruz use a lot of dirty tactics. What I'm saying? He uses his head. What I'm saying? He comes in, what I'm saying? He head butted Francisco Vargas a few times, and he was hitting Tank low a lot in the fight. But the referee just tend to ignore the fact that both of them are short dudes, and you know what I'm saying. So, but he did warn Tank for holding and hitting. He didn't take a point, but that crowd was pro Mexican tonight. You know what I'm saying? Because they were really rooting for Pitbull Cruz, which is not a problem. But I just noticed that the Mexican fan base really support their own, and I think black people need to get on code with that. You know what I'm saying? There's something to be said to support your fighters. You know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to be a maverick. You know what I'm saying, to be a good boxing fan. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to. You know what I'm saying? One of my favorite fighters is, what I'm saying, Bud Crawford and Errol Spence Jr., Tank, of course, and um, Devin Haney, what I'm saying? I support my black boxers, but outside of that, what I'm saying, I like the other fighters. Um, we got Jamel Charlo, even though, what I'm saying, he's he ain't, what I'm saying, he ain't clicking on all heels right now. Let's just say Jamel Charlo, he got that fight with Castano coming on. I don't know how much black support he's gonna get, because the way he came out against Deontay Wilder, what I'm saying. But we all got to get on code. And I think Tank, what I'm saying, I see the progress and the nuance of his game. Tank faking that hand. No, bro. Nah, I don't think he's faking it, bro. I think did you see how hard he was hitting Isaac Pitbull Cruz? It's me, Britain. You know what I'm saying? Did you see how hard he was hitting him? I think he actually hurt his hand, bro, because he was like giving it to him. You know what I'm saying? He was like pow, and then he hit that head. I seen the punch where he came across his head, because when he started walking him down, I said, "Oh shit." I said, "Here we go." I said, Tank is about to start doing this thing. Oh, because he didn't. Nah. Well, I think he hurt his hand. I mean, he was hitting him with some hellacious shit. You know what I'm saying? Because Tank, once he starts snapping on you, you know what I'm saying? You can hit the link if you want to come up. It's me, Britain. You know what I'm saying? Let's hear how you feel about the fight, man. Go ahead and hit the link. I'll bring you on in. If you know what I'm saying? Tell you, 'cause I've been talking for, I've been talking about 30 minutes, bro. Let me see. You want to come on up? Just hit the link if you want to get on in. Yeah, I sent the link to Steve O, but Steve O, he must be tired. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, um, man, this Mayweather gets on my nerve, bro. I don't know why you don't just sit down, you know what I'm saying, while Tank doing his thing, instead of yelling them damn instructions. Yeah, yeah. Well, this is the first.
Yeah, man. I'm-
What's going on? What's happening, my brother? What's
I
going on?
don't, I don't know why I sound kind of messed up, man. I don't know what's going on with my sound.
Oh, you sound okay to me. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah,
was you.
'cause on my end, you sound like a robot or something. I don't know. Maybe I'm come back in and see. Like maybe that's what it is. Let me come back.
Okay. Yeah. So I thought he did fine. You know what I'm saying? He took. When you're not used to seeing a fighter.
Hello.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
You
that's
sound.
better. That's better. Yeah, man. I just think, man. In boxing, they always tell you if you hit somebody on the top of the head, you can damage your hand. You see that boy head, man. Hey, you know,
They don't call him Pitbull for nothing.
man. Yeah, I give him that, man. He had the guard up over his face. He couldn't get no face shots. It was just all top of the head, man.
But
So I mean, I could see he might have damage, but I don't like the announcers, man. They don't be calling it fair. They be too much, you know. Like
Yeah.
they be too much riding whoever's supposed to be the star. Just call it how it is, man. Like some of them shots, they were saying he wasn't hitting Tank, and he was hitting Tank, man. You know.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, and
I mean,
then
go ahead. Go
some,
ahead.
yeah, some of them uppercuts. When they showed the replay, he was blocking the uppercuts Tank was throwing, man.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
gotta call it right, man. You know.
Yeah. I feel you. You know what I'm saying? I feel you. You know what I mean? Like, when you heard the announcers, on the Devin Haney's card,
Side,
you know,
yeah,
what I'm saying? They be trying to influence the public opinion, you know what I'm saying? But I thought that when you see these fighters who are supposed to be elite, you don't want,
yeah,
they're not supposed to have adversity. You know what I'm saying? They're
right,
not supposed to have close fights, but this is
yeah,
boxing. You know what I'm
right,
saying? You going to anything could happen in a fight. Somebody could poke you in the eye.
right.
Just like when Ali got the liniment put in his eye,
Hmm.
and what's his name came on strong. You know what I'm saying? So when you're not used to seeing them in close fights, then it
Yeah,
looks like you know what I'm saying? It looks like, hey man, what's going on? You know what I'm
right.
saying? But these guys are world class fighters. Pitbull Cruz is 23. You see how he fought um, Francisco Vargas. He's dirty. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Did you see how low he was hitting Tank?
Yeah, he was doing some low blows, man.
Right, and he didn't
I
give a
give him
damn.
that.
And see,
Yeah,
that's part of the mental pressure of it. If
yeah,
the referee allow him to get away with low blows, then it's
mhm,
always in your mind that he's coming to hit you low. And so he went out there with that stuff to disrupt um, Tank Davis, what I'm saying, mindset from his offense. And I think he just did it. If you just kind of look a little deeper into the fight, you saw how he was tackling Tank. You saw how he was hitting and holding, saying he'd get off his offense,
man.
go to the, go ahead.
Yeah, my thing, I was thinking it was more Tank tackling, like, cause what I was seeing, Tank, he would throw his combination, but when guy get ready to throw his, he would grab the guy. So
Well, the
I was
guy was
like,
doing the same thing. He would go in because once Tank lit him up to the body a couple of times,
Right.
and he felt that power. He realized that he had to close the distance a little bit better. He had to be smart about closing the pocket because Tank caught him a few times with
Right.
some real power. So he started hitting it. He'll throw his combination, then he would hold Tank so he couldn't get off nothing else. And which is smart boxing, but you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
He was going too low.
Well,
Had Tank all up in the ropes.
yeah, yeah. But Tank was doing the same thing, and especially towards the end. But the guy, he is a shorter guy, so he had to get as close as he could, or he
Yeah.
wasn't gonna be able to do nothing anyway. But yeah, he was doing a lot of wrestling too, man. So
Yeah.
but
Yeah. But I mean, when you wasn't impressed by the boxing ability of Tank, like
yeah,
then
I mean,
did you see? I mean, you could see by the way he was moving, he didn't even have to engage that dude.
no, he really didn't.
I
And
mean,
but
he couldn't cut the ring off when Tank stopped boxing? Did you notice he couldn't cut the ring off on Tank?
yeah, I noticed Tank did the foot speed, but that was my thing though. Tank used to like going like when he go against guys. What I saw, he wasn't opening up. Like all them knockouts he got is when he engaged and opened up, and they just
Yeah.
both get to swinging. Tank wasn't doing that with this guy. Like I
Well,
noticed that.
wait a minute now. You don't remember the round where they went head to head and Tank started coming forward, and his Cruz corner told him, you know what I'm saying, to back him up, and Tank showed his hand speed on the inside, and what's his name, Isaac PitBull Cruz, he couldn't do shit with Tank on the inside because he seen he was ready to fight the inside fight because there's a few times they met head to head inside,
Right,
but Tank
right.
Tank even the announcer was like, okay, Tank wants to come forward and he's gonna
Yeah,
come forward.
yeah, but did you hear Tank Corner when they told him stop all that soft head shit? Like, come on. And
Yeah.
he told him, he said, I want you to engage with him and drop the drop the brick on him.
Man, Tank
Hmm.
did that. He wasn't really doing that, man. Like from the other fights I done seen, like in them later
Yeah.
rounds, that's when Tank he just get on you and he just get to swinging. Whatever happened, happened. He ain't do that tonight to me.
I'm not to make excuses for him, but I think, because from what the rounds I seen when he moved forward and he started laying that pipe, he had to hurt his hand somewhere because you see he had the ability to do it. You
Right.
see what I'm saying? You
I
seen he
mean,
had the ability. I mean, you see he just stepped to him like, "What's up?" You know what I'm
yeah, I,
saying? And,
I seen him. I seen him
right,
landing, but I
right,
seen
but
Buddy was landing too. And I
hmm
seen when Buddy was rocking his head a couple times. He rocked
oh
Tank
yeah,
head a couple
yeah,
times, and them body shots. I think Tank realized that guy had some power too, and he wasn't really trying to be
yeah,
reckless like he usually be.
yeah.
That's what I was saying.
Oh
Cause
yeah, I think that's 100% right.
yeah, I think this guy had more. He was man. I don't. I'm really haven't seen this guy fight that much. But from
Hmm.
far as I know, he ain't never been knocked out or knocked down, has he?
No, He's
See
as a
that?
matter of fact, he's on an 11 fight winning streak.
Yeah,
You
for
know
the
what I'm
last
saying?
5 years they said, and that's what I'm saying. He got that type of chin. He man. That's what I'm saying. I just think he just one of them dudes. Like you ain't gonna be
Yeah.
able to just he one of them. Just like last night with Devin Haney, you know,
Hmm.
I was thinking like, man, I had picked him to stop him, but then I had to think about like, man, this guy ain't never been stopped, man. You know?
Have you noticed that all the Mexicans are using the same style? You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Have you noticed Jojo Diaz?
Yep.
They're all using that Canelo type style.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I heard one guy say this, and this is the best example. Uh, if you notice Mexicans, even when they dance, they only go forward. They don't never move side to side. They don't, when they
Mm,
dance, they going forward. They ain't
I know
doing
what
no
you're
side
saying.
to side. So
Yeah,
yeah, that's
doing
and
the
that's how they
merengue, they
fight.
just doing it in one spot, baby. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
that's how they fight. Just coming forward. They ain't nothing else. But
But
yeah,
I was impressed, man, because the little dude to be that little,
yeah,
um, just and his hand to have a 63-inch reach to be able to
right.
get to Tank body was incredible, and his mentality. I mean, he looks like a damn pit bull, don't he?
Yeah, and
He
he had
looks,
a head like one. He had
yeah,
man, his head. That man. Yeah,
Uh,
that's what it was, man. That
what did you think of the call? Did you watch the undercards?
yeah, I watched. Oh yeah, I had watched.
What did you think about that Carlos Adames versus Derevyanchenko fight? What did you think about that one?
I thought that was pretty good. I just thought, man, that, it was kind of the same thing, man. The guy was getting his combination off, but he was doing a lot of holding too. But and Darenchenko, he ain't got no foot speed, so he couldn't really
Hmm.
keep up with him. So yeah, that was the downfall for him.
And but this was my first time. Usually I'm all over this boxing stuff, and but that was my first time seeing Carlos Adames fight, bro. And I'm just like, I saw some interviews
Yeah.
with I think it was G5, one of them, or I will. I
Okay.
think one of them guys. I think I saw some of the interviews. One of them had Carlos Adames, so and
Mhm.
I was like, okay, who is this dude? And man, he came out there. That dude got something. He almost knocked out
Yeah,
Derevyanchenko
yeah,
early. I mean, he caught him. I was
yeah,
like,
he did.
wow. But he faded
Hmm.
in the second half, and Derevyanchenko got in his ass. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying? Like the last two rounds, he had to really, you know what I'm saying, dig deep. And
yeah,
if it wasn't for him, having some really good shots, you know what I'm saying, some really good power shots and good power on them shots, he would have lost that fight. But he lucky Derevyanchenko's 36.
yeah,
You know, because
yeah.
if that was a young Derevyanchenko, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah, it'd have
they
been
probably.
different.
Hmm.
Yeah, I like to
And
see that guy. He called out Triple G. I like to see him fight Triple G, but Triple G been taking all these old soft fights, and he ain't trying to really, I don't know what he doing.
well, they allow Triple G to hold on to that belt, man, for what's
Right,
been two years now,
right.
without fighting anybody. And if you ask me, Derevyanchenko beat him.
I
You know
think
what I'm
so too.
saying? Hmm. I thought Derevyanchenko did a damn good job and exposed Triple G because he stayed away from any. He stayed. He turned down that fight before. You know what I'm saying, with Derevyanchenko. Chinko. It was between him and Jamal Charlo,
Hmm.
and he chose Derevyanchenko because he was the only dude in there, and he's staying away from what's that guy name? The WBO dude, Maraga. What his name? Maraga. Maraga. You know what
Murata.
I'm talking about? No, not Murata. The other dude that just fought. Damn man, they be having these jacked up names. Um, what's his name? The WBO middleweight champion at 160. What's his name? I can't even say his damn name, but you know what I'm talking about. You would have thought that Triple G would have went for his title, but Triple G just chilling, man. He's on golden pond right now.
Yeah, the
You know
only
what I'm
thing
saying?
he talking about is some Canelo, and I don't even think that fight gonna happen.
Well, I think Canelo would take it
You
because
think
he's just
so?
trying to. I think he's just trying to fill out that contract. You know what I'm saying? Once he become a five division champion after he beat Macumbi or whatever that guy name is, the WBC champion up at cruiserweight.
Right.
Once he beat him, I think he's just going to be on cruise control till he retire. And you know what I'm saying? I don't think he's going to give these other guys any opportunities. You know, he may take one more, maybe one more big fight, and I'm hoping it will be either Jamal Charlo or David Benavidez. Because David Benavidez, he deserves it, bro. He's calling out everybody. He wants that smoke with everybody, and I like fighters like that. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You know,
I,
but
I, I just think Canelo, man, he been picking all these soft guys. I don't know, man. I mean, I hope he picked one of them, but man, it ain't looking like it. The guy he had picked, I heard he's supposed to fight somebody else.
really,
Um, yeah, they were saying Don King got a fighter who supposed to be up for the belt or something, and he petitioned to have him fight his fighter.
well,
Yeah,
but you know that ain't a problem for Canelo. He'll just switch his aim to some
yeah,
other soft touch. You know what I'm
right.
saying? They're not going to really make him do nothing he don't want to do. The WBC is in the bag when it comes to Canelo. So, you know,
Yeah.
that just is what it is. Who you think Tank gonna get next? Do you want to see him fight George Kambosos?
Man, I want to see Haney fight Kambosos. Really.
But
Don't
how you think it's gonna go? How you think who you think gonna get that fight? Who's gonna
man.
get the lottery ticket?
I mean, from what I heard today, Kambosos was talking like he won't tank. Excuse me.
so
That's what he said.
so Cambosos, you think Cambosos can make that a pretty good fight, or you think Tank can knock him out?
I don't know, man. Kambosos looked pretty good that last fight. I mean, he showed he had a chin on him, but he did go down. So I don't know, man. I don't
Mm-mm.
know that. I like to see it though, but I really would rather see Devin Haney fight him. But you know, because
Speaks. Hmm.
I feel like Tank Mayweather gonna probably have him do something else that we ain't even thought about.
Hmm. Yeah, me too, man. I don't like Tank up under Floyd, bro. I
Yeah,
think he's stunting his growth. He's 27. He's inside his prime, and he should be fighting his best fights right now. You
right,
know what I'm saying? And before he start declining, he need to get that Tank that Devin Haney fight out the way.
right.
He need to get all the best fights. If he's gonna fight Shakur Stevenson, so I want to see what's that guy name? Colbert get into it too. Um,
Yeah, he ain't been really fighting nobody either, really.
well,
I mean,
him and Shakur Stevenson had some words,
yeah, they need
and
to fight. I'd like to see that.
Shakur Stevenson called them trash, and they had some words. I don't know if it was on Twitter or
Yeah,
Instagram,
I heard it was on Twitter.
and they were going back and forth. So, but I think Shakur Stevenson to make short work of Colbert. You know what I'm saying? They both
I,
fast. They both fast as fuck, and Colbert got a little power to him, but um, I think Stevenson, win that little battle right there. But
yeah,
I'm interested to see if Stevenson will step it up to 135 or will Tank. Cause I don't see Tank going up to 140.
no, me either. I think he's a little bit too small for that, but I mean, you never know. But like you said, the Cobra guy, I don't like how he was talking about, talking about Deontay and saying all the stuff he said.
Oh
So
yeah,
man,
I don't- and I was just speaking about that earlier. About how I think the black fighters got to stay on code, bro. You see them,
right,
you don't see, what I'm saying, the Mexicans, fighters or the fan base, saying crazy stuff about their heavyweights or their any of their fighters. Only on the black side do you see us tearing down other black fighters,
right,
and that just reeks of ignorance to me. You know
yeah,
what I'm saying? And we got the best fighters, no doubt. You know what I'm saying? We got the curb of you know what I'm saying, well, everything is stacked against us, and we got to be better. We got to be 5 times better than everybody else, and we still don't get the credit.
right,
You know what I'm saying? So they'll
yeah,
find, you know what I'm saying? Because Jamel Charlo got 3 belts, bro,
hmm,
and he should be more celebrated. Even though he said he's also another fighter that said some old fuck shit about uh
about
Wilder.
Wilder. Yep.
Right. He won't stay on code, but he got 3 belts
Yeah.
and
So
he's
what you
not
think
even
about?
on. Go
What you
ahead.
think about his last fight with that guy he had fought? I thought he. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I thought he lost, man.
Well, I mean, you could damn sure it could have went either way.
Yeah, it was a tie.
Um,
They said, but man, I thought he lost, man. I thought the guy got him, man.
well,
Really.
well, like I said, you got to take, when you the champion, well, they both champions,
Yeah.
but when you in a fight like that, you got to do enough, what I'm saying, to get the dub. But what I'm saying, if he would have won it, I wouldn't have been disappointed because
Yeah.
he didn't really engage the way he should have. He fought scared. He fought tack. You know what I'm saying? He
I,
fought off with it back against the ropes.
I think a lot of times when these guys they power don't do what they think it's gonna do, then after that
Hmm.
they it's almost like they get like you said they get scared or they get like they don't know what else to do like because that's what all they used to. So once
But
that
see,
go out,
yeah, and that's a good point. But the thing, look at how he fought Tony Harrison, though.
yeah,
You see what I'm saying? Tony Harrison was way better than Castano. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? Tactically, he was longer. He was, you know what I'm saying? He didn't have maybe the power. I don't know. I don't know about the power thing. It may be even, but he was just more motivated to beat Tony Harrison because he
Yeah,
took his title and talked shit and
yeah,
had him motivated,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying, to win that fight. But see, against Castano, and that's another thing about, these fighters, they got to be motivated, you know what I'm
Mhm.
saying, to beat you. If you don't have that motivation to get up for a fight,
Right.
that's your problem.
Yep.
You got a problem. And I think that's Jamel Charlo. He got the money, and he's feeling them M's right now, and he's enjoying being a celebrity more than a fighter. And once that start happening, it happened to Tyson. You know what I'm saying? Happened to some of the best of them. The money started, doing other things instead of getting in that gym and sweating and training. You know what I'm
Uh,
saying? They start because the fighter lifestyle is a very, very disciplined lifestyle, and once you've been doing it ever since you was a kid, and you start touching them M's, you know what I'm saying? It could change you, and I think a lot of them go through that change.
yeah. I think it's a good thing right now that Devin Haney don't got that much power and he's young.
Hmm.
Because if he had power and he was young, then he'll start doing what these guys doing. But now, since he ain't got that power, it seems like his boxing is more on point. The man don't really lose around. His defense is good because it's his face never be marked up after the fight. So I think that's good that he ain't got the power yet. I think he need
Yeah,
to work. He needs to work on some legs more. You know what
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
saying?
He need to work on. I think Devin Haney needs to work on his inside game. You know what I'm saying? Because he get clipped a lot.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? He get clipped, and if he get clipped by Tank or somebody like that, he for some reason he gets hit with that left hook, and his glove is never in the right position. Because
yeah,
Linares, I think it was Jojo Diaz, he hit him with a beautiful left hook when he was inside, and he was trying to do a little inside work, and he always pays the price when he tries to, do a little inside thing. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? And his glove is never in the right spot. You know what I'm saying, to hold the phone booth, as they say.
yeah,
And he gets clipped, and I'm like, damn, it's like he get hit with the same goddamn shot.
hmm,
And if Jojo Diaz had a little bit more power, he probably would have got Haney up out of there. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? He just lucky that Jojo Diaz didn't have that kind of power, bro. And you know what I'm saying? Yeah, like you said, it's good that Devin Haney is getting these top competition in. So when he do go against Tank Davises and I think the fight between him and Shakur would be a good little boxing match. But
yeah,
with Tank, he's gonna have to worry about that power.
yeah,
He's gonna, like you said, he's gonna have to worry about moving around the ring for 12 rounds because Tank gonna have to get in there. And
yeah.
I think Dev got like a 71-inch reach. Tank got a 67.5-inch reach. It's gonna be tough for him to box on the outside. Stay on the outside with Haney. But you know what I'm saying? We'll see how it all play out, man. I
Yeah.
just
And
what a
Ryan
mhm.
Garcia, I don't know what he doing. I mean, is he retired? Is he retired or something? Man, I don't know when he gonna fight again.
Well, Ryan Garcia, I think he's just using boxing. He's kind of like an Instagram model, you know what
Yeah,
I'm saying? He just
that what
he
it
just want to
says.
I think he just want to use the platform of boxing to get rich, you know what I'm saying? And kind of propel himself onto something else. And I think he said as much too. You know what I'm saying? He
Yeah,
ain't gonna fight.
Canelo said he didn't think he was motivated, and he ain't been in the gym.
Well, he said he had to like call Ryan Garcia to remind him to come down to the gym, and if it's on that level, you shouldn't have to call no fighter to come down to the gym. You know what I'm saying? That just tell you everything you need to know.
Right.
He wanna punch that little thing he be punching. You know what I'm saying, on them damn Instagram and TikTok videos. You know what I'm saying, punching, showing his
Yeah,
hand speed. Like, bro, get out of here with that, bro. You ain't fit to beat nobody.
yeah.
And look how many fights he backed out of.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
He backed
That,
out the Linares
that's
fight.
what I'm saying. He acting like he about to retire or something. I don't know what's
But
going
didn't
on.
didn't he retire like for 3 months to get out of a fight?
And it seems like he's still retired.
But you know what? He's still talking shit though on these fights.
And
You
then
know.
Tia Fimo, man. Did you hear the new
Mm.
news?
No, what's up?
Man, he
Oh,
talking
you talking
about
about pneumonia? You talking about the pneumonia
yeah,
shit?
yeah, man. And all I got these doctors writing these fake reports and my man Ego Boxing had broken down like what he was doing before the fight. Did you see the video? He had that 300-pound guy look like, man, about 300 pounds, punch him in the
Yeah,
stomach.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, man. And then he at the hookah lounge smoking. I said, man, come on, man. You doing
See,
not disciplined, man.
see, and that's his daddy fault. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause he falling behind his daddy, and Bob Aaron was trying to get rid of his daddy, bro. You know what I'm saying? He was trying to get another trainer in there over Teofimo Lopez because he
Right.
knew he had a great talent, but he needed to get them skills home. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? And get him disciplined and stuff. But him hanging around his dad, keeping his dad around,
Mhm.
it's not doing him any good. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He could be way deeper and way better and way more evolved in his boxing if he hadn't, went with his dad. Now, I
Right.
mean, I give his dad credit for what he did to get him to this point,
Right.
but mostly, he survived on athletic ability, incredible athletic ability and power.
Mhm.
But once he seen George Kambosos could take his power and
Right.
knocked him on his ass, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? That shifted all the plates in his head, and he was like, "Damn," you know what I'm saying? It's on and popping.
Yeah, I'm getting a phone call,
Mm-mm.
man. I'm going to cut out,
All
man.
right, all right then. Thanks for stopping through. It's me, Britain. But yeah, hey, this has been a great weekend of boxing. I appreciate you guys coming through. You know what I'm saying? Check out my videos. Hey, y'all, smash that like button and you know what I'm saying? Subscribe to my channel. And you know what I'm saying? We'll see you guys in the next one, man. You know what I'm saying? Peace out, y'all.